Hello everyone, got 5 dirty jokes for you today. So the teacher in little Johnny's school asked the class what their mothers did for a living. One little girl said her mother was a doctor, another said her mother was an engineer. When it was little Johnny's turn, he stood up and said, "My mom's a streetwalker." Naturally, after that remark, he got sent off to the principal's office. Then, 15 minutes later, he returned. So the teacher asked, "Did you tell the principal what you said in class?" Johnny said, "Yes." "Well, what did the principal say?" "He said that every job is important in our economy, gave me an apple and asked for my phone number." So a retired gentleman went into the Social Security office to apply for Social Security. After waiting in line for a long time, he got to the counter. The woman behind the counter asked him for his driver's license to verify his age. He looked in his pockets and realized he had left his wallet at home. He told the woman that he was very sorry, but he seemed to have left his wallet at home. "Will I have to go home and come back now?" he asked. The woman said, "Unbutton your shirt." So he opened his shirt, revealing lots of silver, curly hair. She said, "That silver hair on your chest is proof enough for me." And she processed his Social Security application. When he got home, the man excitedly told his wife about his experience at the Social Security office. She sniffed at him. "You should have dropped your pants. You might have qualified for disability, too." So a pirate walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while." "What happened? You look terrible." "What do you mean?" The pirate replies, "I'm fine." The bartender says, "But what about that wooden leg? You didn't have that before." "Well," says the pirate, "we were in a battle at sea, and a cannonball hit my leg, but the surgeon fixed me up, and I'm fine, really." "Yeah," says the bartender, "but what about that hook? Last time I saw you, you had both hands." "Well," says the pirate, "we were in another battle and we boarded the enemy ship. I was in a sword fight and my hand was cut off, but the surgeon fixed me up with this hook, and I feel great, really." "Oh," says the bartender, "what about that eye patch? Last time you were in here you had both eyes." "Well," says the pirate, "one day when we were at sea, some birds were flying over the ship. I looked up and one of them pooped in my eye." "So," replied the bartender, "what happened? You couldn't have lost an eye just from some bird poop." "Well," says the pirate sadly, "I wasn't really used to the hook yet." So one Sunday, when counting the money in the weekly offering, the pastor of a small church found a pink envelope containing $1,000. It happened again the next week. The following Sunday, he watched as the offering was collected and saw an elderly woman put the distinctive pink envelope on the plate. This went on for weeks until the pastor, overcome by curiosity, approached her. "Ma'am, I couldn't help but notice that you put $1,000 a week in the collection plate," he stated. "Why, yes," she replied. "Every week my son sends me money and I give some of it to the church." The pastor replied, "That's wonderful. But $1,000 is a lot. Are you sure you can afford this? How much does he send you?" The elderly woman answered, $10,000 a week. The pastor was amazed. "Your son is very successful. What does he do for a living?" "He is a veterinarian," she answered. "That's an honorable profession, but I had no idea they made that much money," the pastor said. "Where does he practice?" "In Nevada." "He has 2 cat houses, one in Las Vegas and one in Reno." So a young nun excitedly runs to her Mother Superior. "What are you going on about? Why are you so happy?" asks the old Mother Superior. "I've just had the most amazing experience," the young nun exclaims. "I was with our father helping him in the rectory when he said that in between my legs were the gates of heaven, and in between his legs he had the key to open the gates. So he inserted his key into my gates, and it felt so wonderful. It really felt like heaven opening up." "That old bastard," yells the Mother Superior. "He told me that it was Gabriel's horn, and I've been blowing it ever since."